Okay, in this video I am going to make a small program where you're going to put in the radius of a circle and it is going to return you the circumference and the area of that circle. So this is, first thing we need to know is the radius. So we just have that as a variable called radius and we assign the value, and let's get that from the user. So input, and then the question will ask them. Enter the radius, there you go. And I'll close that and close that. Terrific. Oops, I almost had it. Yep, there we go. So now I've got a variable called radius. Well, let's work out the circumference. So circ is good enough for me. Circ equals what? Well, that's a good question. How do we work out the circumference? I'm just going to jump over to Google here. It's 2 times pi times r. Well, that's pretty easy. I am going to go up here and I'm going to define a variable called pi, and I'm going to have it equal to pi in 10 digits. So I think I actually had this here. There it is. In lots of programming languages, you can actually, it already knows what pi is, but I'm going to specify it as a variable. So 2 times pi times, I think it's just 2 times pi times r. Let's just have a quick look, see if we can get to that. Yep, 2 times pi times r. There we go. So that, oh, actually it is radius because that's the name of our variable. Yep. So now we're going to print that. Print. When the radius is, and we've got a variable here to use, which is radius, plus, because we're stitching it together, then the circumference is, and again, I put a plus because I'm joining it to another variable, is circ. There we go. So that will do the calculation and it will spit out the answer. Well, let's do the area. Area equals, well, how do I do area? Area is pi times r times r. Well, that's pretty easy. Pi times radius, because that's all r times r is. There we go. And I'm actually just going to steal that from there. When the radius is this, then the area is area, and the only thing I'm going to put on the end is the text square units. There we go. And up here I'm just going to make a slight improvement up for circumference and just say units. So there you go. Very simply, we collect information, we do the calculations, and it spits us out the answers nice and neatly using pseudocode.